Today we're going to be taking a blood pressure with the blood pressure cuff and stethoscope for a protocol. We will be working on a second trimester female. Her name is Christina. My name is Lori. And we will always use the left arm when taking blood pressure. First, placing the cuff, we align the cuff with the artery marked on the cuff to the brachial artery of her arm. You can find the brachial artery by using your index finger and your middle finger, placing it on the top medial side of her elbow, trying to locate her brachial artery. When you place the cuff on her, place it on her upper arm. Try to get it as firmly as you can around her without pinching her. And you may need to adjust this later if it's not firm enough to get an accurate reading. Making sure that all your equipment works, you readjust the cuff if needed. You make sure that the pump is fully closed, and you make sure that the pump moves the needle on the gauge. When you begin, you start by putting your stethoscope earpieces towards the front. You use the wide part or the small part of the bell. I prefer the wide part. And again, you place the wide part of the bell onto her brachial artery, again finding it with your finger and your index finger and your middle finger. When you begin to pump the cuff, you pump it pretty rapidly up to about 180 to 200 on the gauge. When it reaches that point, you let out the air slowly at about 2 to 5 millimeters per mercury per second. This gives an accurate reading, and it will, when taking the systolic pressure, you listen for the first beat of the heartbeat that you hear, and the diastolic pressure, you use the last beat that you hear to gauge the numbers. Always using even numbers and making sure that she is okay, doesn't feel too faint. Everything worked well. Her systolic pressure was at 114 over 76 diastolic. After you have finished, you can take off the cuff, and for administering a second and third test, always wait a minute in between each measure.